Hi, I'm Sal Mercury, music lover and hater here at the beautiful Social Club Records in Rutherford. And I'd like to show you what I got.
Hey, Sally Merck, what do you got there?
So first off, we've got Talking Heads, Remain in Light. This is a game-changing record as far as Talking Heads is concerned. Anybody familiar with the band knows they started out really, really simple, quartet. Then they got involved with Brian Eno, and as Eno does, he made a lot of changes, a lot of suggestions, maybe even forced them to do a few things they didn't want to do, but eventually they came out with this, which is unbelievable. Polyrhythmics, just insane sounds that you haven't heard before, and just the song structure is unique. I couldn't figure out why I loved this record when it came out in 1980, I believe. And then much later, I realized it's not, the songs are not structured like songs. They're just parts. There's no chord changes. It's really bizarre, but beautiful. So you have the band essentially doubling into an 8 or 9 piece with the likes of Adrian Belew and Bernie Worrell and just amazing, amazing musicians and amazing music. So get this. Moving on. This is a band called The Gift from Portugal. And this record, they had a few records before this, but this is their breakthrough record. It's called Alter. And there's another Brian Eno connection, I guess. If anybody wondered what happened to Eno apart from the ambient stuff, he started working with a lot of really interesting musicians. And this band from Portugal somehow got his attention, and he produced and co-wrote and performs on this record. And it's just an incredible record with a lot of great dance grooves, beautiful vocals, very, very evocative, very smoky, and still really a lot of fun. So this is Alter by The Gift. Now, The Harder They Come soundtrack.
And then the harder they come, the harder they fall. One and all.
It's various artists. It's mostly Jimmy Cliff. But this is for anybody who was interested in reggae music in the 70s and later. Most people just know Bob Marley, which, you know, Bob Marley was great, but there were so many artists that were unrecognized or unknown here in the States, and this soundtrack made them more recognized, I guess. But you have people like Desmond Dekker, and you have Toots and the Maytals. These are the real hardcore reggae stars and ska and dance hall from Jamaica that would not have found an audience had it not been for Bob Marley breaking through internationally. But still, a lot of people don't know these guys. And then they went on to influence people like The Clash. I mean, there's a version of, the original version of Pressure Drop on here by Toots and the Maytals, which The Clash covered. Sweet and Dandy and Rivers of Babylon, just amazing, amazing things. And Jimmy Cliff doesn't get his due for being probably the purest voice in reggae. Bob Marley was phenomenal, no question about it. But Jimmy Cliff really, really has one of the most beautiful, pure voices in all of music. So get that. This is probably the most exciting record I've picked up in a very, very long time. She is Zaho de Sagazan.
Il fait toujours beau au-dessus des nuages. Mais moi, si j'étais un oiseau, j'irais danser sous l'orage.
She's French. She's really young, 25, 26. And this is her debut record. It's called Symphonie de Claire. Yeah. And just amazing. This woman knows and owns her influences and does an amazing job with getting these brilliant tones from sort of 70s synth tones that people have forgotten about. And with her band, does amazing dance and beautiful rhythms, and she has this incredible voice. Also, maybe the best live show I've seen in many, many, many years. So if you can find this, pick it up. Beautiful, you will not regret it. And let's see, and the last, another newish band. This is a band called Pom Pom Squad.
I watch her face, I know it well. She looks like me.
This is their second or third album. It's called Mirror Starts Moving Without Me. And you can see this sort of this Alice in Wonderland themed cover. And this band is incredible. They have an amazing singer-songwriter, Mia Baron, who's on the cover. And the band just, again, like the previous one, like Zaho de Sagazan, they know their influences really, really well. On songs like Downhill, the guitar player gets this amazing sort of T-Rex, Mark Bolan, Mick Ronson sort of sound on his guitar, and great drumming, and beautiful, just beautiful production, and it's a great record. So enjoy this one as well. Bonus alert. This brilliant debut from 1968, a lot of people never heard of this, Silver Apples. They were a duet. It was just one guy named Simeon who invented his own instrument, which is a bunch of oscillators and little electronic gear that he would just turn the dial and make these bizarro tones, and drummer. And they, if you listen to Silver Apples, you'll hear what would later become real sort of basic electronic beats and motifs. But this is definitely the one to have. So enjoy Silver Apples debut.